What's going on, you guys? Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the chill here. One name, three personalities, Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the chill. All right, so still on my journey, knocking out these videos back to back. Okay, so guy reached out to me. He said that he was kind of feeling a little emotional. He was kind of sad, and the reason why he was sad was because he said that there was a female that he always thought she was cool. He always thought she was a good girl. They started going together. They've been together. Then he said that it was kind of early. I think they had been together like maybe 4 months, 5 months or something like that. And then he realized that she had been having sex with other guys that were like bums. Like she was having sex with guys on like the first night of knowing them, on the first date, and all type of stuff. And he said that the thing that really hurts him is that he treated her like a princess. He treated her like a queen. And while he was treating her like a princess and while he was treating her like a queen, she was going out and having sex with guys, giving guys oral sex, having sex with guys on the first night and things like that. He said that he saw texts and all type of stuff from her, and he went through her social media and saw her speaking like he never would imagine that she would be, and saw her like, doing things he never would have imagined, because he said that he really viewed her as a princess. He viewed her as like something like a female that was really special, a woman that was really special. Listen, I understand what the problem is, and it hurts when it's like that. And the issue is, it's the expectations that you had. That's what's making you feel sad. That's what's making you go through and feel emotional, because you had her in your mind. And I've done this before, and it really, really hurts, because when you put a female in your mind as like she's a princess, she's a queen, like you see this female, and like I said, I've been there before. You see this female and you think like, man, like I'm gonna treat her like a queen. I'm gonna treat her like a princess. Like she's so beautiful and perfect. Like she's so sophisticated and elegant. And you have this vision in your mind of her, of just how like I said, how just elegant and sophisticated and beautiful she is. Like it's almost that she's so beautiful, like she's too beautiful to even almost touch, because she's so perfect, you don't even want to touch her. And then you find out that guys are shooting their sperm in her face. She's swallowing other guys' sperm. She's having sex with guys on the first night. She's giving it up. So they don't respect her. They're treating her like a slut, like a hoe. So what starts to hurt you is, you're like, why the fuck is my dumb ass, I've been treating this girl like a princess, and she doesn't even care. She'd rather be treated like a slut and a whore by these other guys that don't even care anything about her, while I value every piece of her, and I'm putting her up on a pedestal, and I'm treating her like a queen. I'm treating her like a princess. And while I'm treating her like a queen and I'm treating her like a princess, she turns around and lets other guys treat her like a slut. So it makes you frustrated, one, because you're like, it's kind of like you want to yell out. It's like you want to grab her and yell out, why are you doing this to yourself? You're better than this. It's almost like you want to be like Captain Save-A-Hole, right? You want to kind of grab her and you want to yell out, don't you see, you want to grab the female and yell out, don't you see that you're worth much more than this? Don't you see your worth? Don't you see how much I love you? Don't you see how I treat you like a queen? Don't you see how I see that your worth is so high? Why would you allow yourself to be treated like a slut and a whore by these other guys that you meet and they barely know you? And you know they don't care about you. You know they only want you for sex. And you allow it to happen over and over and over and over again. And it makes you want to just yell out, like, don't you, like, why don't you just appreciate me for how I treat you? And why don't you just be with me? Why are you going around being with these other guys? And it would be different if she was going around being with other guys and those other guys were also treating her like a princess or a queen. Because then you're in equal competition, right? But she's going out and being with other guys who she knows just want to have sex with her. She's allowing it to happen. And she's allowing it to happen over and over and over with multiple guys. And then is when you really don't understand why she's allowing this to happen and why she's doing this to herself. And that's the frustrating part. And that's what kind of leads into the sad part, because then you're like, man, I really thought I met the perfect woman. Like, I really thought I met the most beautiful, most elegant, most high class, most sophisticated, most perfect woman that I would work my ass off and spend the rest of my life with. And you really thought you found that woman. And then, like, your bubble gets busted and it's almost like the fairy tale comes to an end, and you realize that woman that you thought was so perfect and beautiful and sophisticated and elegant and high class, you realize that person was nothing but a low class slut and whore. And that hurts. And that reality, once you feel that reality, then you start to realize that you should never look at another female like that ever again. And that's where the expectations come in. And it could change the whole view you have of women. Because if a woman doesn't see her worth, then she kills the relationship, she hurts you in the process, and you'll never bounce back from that as a man. And you'll never view another woman the same way ever again. And that's what hurts. You guys take care. Have a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. Old Dog Anti-Imperial to chill. Check out the video right there. Check out the video right there. You guys take care. Love you guys. All right. Peace. Bye-bye.